nature of life is always to be its perfect self through us. It's always to be its perfect self evolving as each of us. No matter what it is we're doing, that's God's nature. Gosh, we forget. We think we can figure it all out. We can do it all. The nature of the divine in us, it's its nature to unfold through us. And when I say divine timing, I don't for any second believe that there's like some man going up there going, it's not your time yet. Or, you have to go through this first. I don't believe in that. But I believe that something in us innately knows that. Something inside, our soul innately knows I'm heading down this path and I will get there, but I can't go from here like that. Can I soak a little while and just let myself get there? Can I trust the nature of the divine to unfold through me? Our founder, Ernest Holmes, says we should work not with anxiety, but with expectancy. Not by coercion, but with conviction. Not through compulsion, but in a state of conscious recognition and receptivity. We do not have to drive or push, but we must accept and believe. I'm going to read that again, because I want you to hear the contrast of the words. We should work not with anxiety, but with expectancy. Not by coercion, but with conviction. Not through compulsion, but in a state of conscious recognition and receptivity. We do not have to drive or push, but we must accept and believe. We must accept and believe. Our culture breeds impatience. Our culture breeds it. Mary's reading touched on it. The TV commercials, rampant. Lose 10 pounds in 3 days if you take this product. Guaranteed. Transform your wrinkles to looking like you're 30 again in 1 month. It's like, it breeds it. Our farming tactics, practices I should say. Farming has a natural flow to it. What if messed that flow up? Really bad. Because we demand it be the best and now and hurry up, and so we don't let our soil go fallow so that it can be ready for the next crop. We push it, we push it, we push it. Wow. I'm not ragging on it, I'm just noticing it. I'm noticing how our culture breeds impatience. I feel it in myself when I forget to meditate or spend time with my inner spirit. I feel it. When I sometimes laughingly talk about getting on the freeway and getting impatient, I say it to kind of lighten up for myself. But usually those are the times when I've been pushing too hard. When I've been driving myself too hard. Here, driving, literally, I mean it metaphorically, but driving. And so I get on the freeway and it transfers then, just that impatience. When I've spent time quietly, that goes away. When I was at this conference, I didn't drive for 5 days. Matter of fact, I didn't go anywhere except on my own 2 feet. And every break we had, I was out walking around the grounds, which were beautiful. And I just did what I did, but when I got home, and I got in the car, I noticed something. I noticed that slower pace and the walking really was beautiful. And I didn't need this driving, pushing in. But I can feel it starting to well up a little bit. I said, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So I think of it as, this is not abdicating responsibility, but it is feeling the pressure, the cultural impatience. And so I set a new goal for myself when I get in the car, and that is, whatever time I think I need to get someplace, I'm adding 10 minutes. That's my new agreement. Add 10 minutes. So that you don't have to push. So far so good. I've been patient. I've been trying to stay in that meditative place that I don't have to scrub. I can soak while I'm driving. You hear that analogy all the way through. All right, so, I forgot to mention the one that's really the evidence of the impatient society. How about the internet? Anybody old enough to remember, which is probably everybody in the room, that when we had to research something, we had to go to our encyclopedias or we had to go to the library. Did it take a while to get the information you wanted? Yeah. Now, if the darn thing doesn't come up in 2 minutes on the computer, we're pissed. Right? It's just taking so long to come out. It's been 45 seconds. It breeds it. It breeds it. And if we're aware of it, we can change it. But if we're not aware of it, we're at the victim of it. So I'm just being aware of how our culture breeds the impatience. All right, it's taking 2 minutes to come out. Maybe it means I need to just go have a glass of water while I'm waiting. Something else besides that angst. All right, so now I have a story that has nothing to do with dishes. To just give us another way to see it. I was going to paraphrase this story, but you know what? It's just written too well. So I'm going to read it to you. Okay, put yourself in school. Yeah. Teacher going to read to you time then. It's called If We Had Hurried. There once was a fellow who with his dad farmed a little piece of land. Several times a year they would load up the old ox-drawn cart with vegetables and go into the nearest city to sell their produce. Except for their name and the patch of ground, father and son had little in common. The old man believed in taking it easy. The boy was usually in a hurry. The go-getter type. One morning, bright and early, they hitched up the ox to the loaded cart and started on a long journey. The son figured that if they walked faster, kept going all day and all night, they'd make the market by early the next morning. You can just find where you're at in all this stuff. So he kept prodding the ox with a stick, urging the beast to get a move on. Take it easy, son, said the old man. You'll last longer. But if we get to the market ahead of the others, we'll have a better chance of getting good prices, argued the son. No reply. Dad just pulled his hat down over his eyes and fell asleep on the seat. Itchy and irritated, the young man kept goading the ox to walk faster. His stubborn pace refused to change. 4 hours and 4 miles down the road. Does that get anybody right there? 4 hours and 4 miles? Wow. I read that, I'm like, whoo, okay, kind of tells you a different time in history as well. But 4 hours and 4 miles down the road, they came to a little house. The father woke up and said, here's your uncle's place. Let's go in and say hello. But we've lost an hour already, complained the hotshot. And a few more minutes won't matter. My brother and I live so close, yet we see each other so seldom. The father answered. The boy fidgeted and fumed while the 2 old men laughed and talked for almost an hour. On the move again, the man took his turn leading the ox. As they approached a fork in the road, the father led the ox to the right. The left way is shorter, said the son. I know it, replied the old man, but this way is so much prettier. Have you no respect for time? The young man asked impatiently. Oh, I respect it very much. That's why I like to live with beauty and enjoy each moment to the fullest. A winding path led through graceful meadows, wildflowers, and along a rippling stream, all of which the young man missed as he churned within. Preoccupied and boiling with anxiety, he didn't even notice how lovely the sunset was that day. Twilight found them in what looked like a huge, colorful garden. The old man breathed in the aroma, listened to the bubbling brook, pulled the ox to a halt and said, let's sleep here. This is the last trip I'm taking with you, snapped the son. You're more interested in watching sunsets and smelling flowers than in making money. Why, that's the nicest thing you've said all day, said the dad. A couple of minutes later, he was snoring as his boy stared angrily at the stars. The night dragged slowly, the sun was restless. Before sunrise, the young man hurriedly shook his father awake. They hitched up and went on. About a mile down the road, they happened upon another farmer, a total stranger, trying to pull his cart out of a ditch. Let's give him a hand, whispered the old man. And lose more time? The boy exploded. Relax, son. You might be in a ditch someday yourself. I need to help others. Don't forget that. The boy looked away in anger. It was almost 8 o'clock that morning.